Hey there, welcome to my channel Rare Coins Numix. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our latest content. In this video, we will talk about the top 5 rare coins you need to know about. Stick around till the end. We've got some exciting insights coming your way. Let's start the video. In the world of numismatics, there are certain coins that stand out not just for their historical significance, but for the fascinating stories behind them. The 1987 Canada dollar coin, often referred to as the voyageur dollar, is one such coin that has captured the imagination of collectors around the world. This coin, though seemingly just a piece of currency, carries with it a deep connection to Canada's history, its artistic heritage, and even the complex world of modern-day coin collecting. To truly appreciate the value and significance of this coin, we need to first understand its context. Canada, a country with a rich and diverse history, had long been issuing various forms of currency to reflect its heritage and national identity. By the time the late 20th century rolled around, Canada was transitioning into a modern economic era. The 1987 Canada dollar coin was part of this transition, a new chapter in the story of Canadian coinage. It was a product of a national movement to replace the paper dollar with a more durable, cost-effective, and symbolic coin. The idea for a new dollar coin was sparked by a variety of practical considerations. Paper money, though convenient, was fragile and prone to wear and tear. Coins, on the other hand, could last much longer, making them a more sustainable option for everyday transactions. The Canadian government had already been experimenting with coinage in the past, having introduced the 1967 Centennial series of coins, but the $1,987 coin represented a bold new step. It was designed to be both functional and symbolic, reflecting not just Canada's economic future, but its national pride. But there was also a cultural motivation behind the introduction of the new coin. Canada, as a nation, had always been looking for ways to define and celebrate its unique identity, one that was separate from the colonial past of its British and French heritage. The 1987 Canada dollar coin would be a statement, not just in monetary terms, but in terms of national pride and unity. It was a moment when Canada was looking to affirm its place on the world stage, and the dollar coin would become an iconic symbol of that vision. In order to fully appreciate this coin, it's important to take a look at its design. The 1987 Canada dollar coin, like many of Canada's most beloved coins, was created by a talented Canadian artist. In this case, an individual named Dora de Pederyhunt. Her design for the coin was bold, innovative, and, at the same time, deeply reflective of Canada's cultural history. It featured a canoe, a motif that would become an iconic symbol of Canada's Indigenous heritage, as well as the country's exploration and colonial past. The canoe depicted on the coin was meant to symbolize the journey of early French and Indigenous explorers, a powerful visual statement about Canada's colonial history and its relationship with the First Nations people. At the time, this design was seen as a reflection of the broader national conversations about reconciliation and the importance of acknowledging the role of Indigenous peoples in shaping Canada's history. But it wasn't just the symbolic value of the design that made the coin special. The coin was also notable for its technical features. Made of a unique combination of metals, including nickel and brass, the 1987 Canada dollar coin was designed to be both durable and easily distinguishable from other coins in circulation. Its distinct two-tone appearance was one of the first of its kind, setting it apart from the traditional single-metal coins that were common at the time. This design choice was not just aesthetic, it was meant to make the coin easier to identify and handle. The 1987 Canada dollar coin was minted at the Royal Canadian Mint, an institution with a long and proud history of producing high-quality coins. The minting process for the coin was a marvel of modern technology, involving the use of specialized presses and techniques to ensure that each coin was struck with precision. But even with all the technology at its disposal, there was a certain sense of tradition and craftsmanship involved in the creation of these coins. After its release, the 1987 Canada dollar coin was met with immediate interest from collectors and the general public. The coin was seen as a modern icon, one that represented Canada's forward-looking vision, while also honoring its rich history. It quickly became a part of everyday life in Canada, circulating widely throughout the country. But what made the coin truly fascinating was the way it was viewed by collectors. The 1987 Canada dollar coin was never intended to be a rare or special edition. In fact, millions of them were minted, and for many years they were seen as just another coin in circulation. But as time passed, certain variations of the coin began to emerge that piqued the interest of collectors. These variations weren't necessarily deliberate. They were the result of slight imperfections in the minting process, unusual die markings, or other factors that made certain coins unique. One of the most intriguing variations of the 1987 Canada dollar coin is the so-called double date variety. This coin, which has an extra, smaller date struck on the obverse side of the coin, became highly sought after by collectors. Although it was unclear whether this variation was due to a mistake in the minting process or was intentionally created, the double date coin quickly became one of the most coveted items among numismatists. And then, as if the intrigue surrounding the 1987 Canada dollar coin couldn't get any more interesting, something truly remarkable happened. In 2007, a collector made a stunning discovery: a 1987 Canada dollar coin that had been struck with an error. This coin, which featured a rare and unusual double strike, was a one-of-a-kind find, and it sent shockwaves through the world of coin collecting. The value of this particular coin skyrocketed, with bids for it reaching staggering amounts. The coin eventually sold for over $102,000, a sum that was far beyond what anyone had imagined for a coin that, just a few decades earlier, had been seen as nothing more than a regular piece of currency. This incredible price tag was not just a reflection of the coin's rarity. It was also a symbol of the growing interest in modern Canadian coins and the passion that collectors had developed for them. The 1987 Canada dollar coin is a perfect example of how something that begins as a functional object can evolve into a highly sought-after collector's item. The story of this coin is a testament to the world of numismatics, where even the most ordinary of coins can hold extraordinary value. It also highlights the ways in which history, culture, and craftsmanship can come together to create something truly special. Today, the 1987 Canada dollar coin remains a symbol of Canada's national identity, its commitment to preserving its history, and its ongoing journey into the future. While millions of these coins were minted and circulated in the years following their release, the ones that have survived are a valuable reminder of a pivotal moment in Canada's history. For collectors, the 1987 Canada dollar coin is more than just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of the past, a reflection of Canada's evolving identity, and, in some cases, an investment that can yield incredible returns. So, what makes this particular coin so valuable? It's a combination of rarity, error, and historical significance. The $102,000 sale of the 1987 Canada dollar coin with the double strike is a reminder of the unpredictability of the world of coin collecting, where even the smallest imperfections can turn a regular coin into a rare and highly sought-after treasure. In the end, the 1987 Canada dollar coin is a fascinating piece of Canadian history, a coin that was once just a small part of everyday transactions, but has now become a symbol of national pride and a valuable asset in the world of numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of coins, the story of the 1987 Canada dollar coin serves as a reminder that sometimes the most ordinary things can hold extraordinary value. Now we're diving deep into one of Australia's most fascinating and valuable modern coins, the 2008 Australia 20-cent coin. While 20-cent coins might not typically be the first thing that comes to mind when thinking about rare or valuable collectibles, this particular coin is an exception. In fact, it is one of the most sought-after pieces in the world of numismatics today. And what's truly extraordinary about this coin is the remarkable value it commands in the market. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's a rich history behind this seemingly unassuming coin that makes it so special. The story begins in 2008, a year that, on the surface, might not have seemed particularly momentous in the world of Australian currency. But beneath the surface, there was an event that would make this coin stand out for generations. To understand the significance of the 2008 20-cent coin, we need to look at a few key elements. Its design, its minting process, and, of course, the extraordinary rarity that would lead to its skyrocketing value. Australia, known for its unique wildlife, culture, and history, has long been a country rich in numismatic tradition. Coins in Australia have always reflected important aspects of the nation's identity, from its indigenous heritage to its modern accomplishments. The 20-cent coin, first introduced in 1966 as part of the nation's decimal currency system, was designed to be practical, affordable, and functional for everyday transactions. While the coin itself may have remained relatively unchanged in terms of size and denomination over the years, it's the nuances within certain editions that make them stand out as treasures to collectors. The design of the 20-cent coin is one of the most iconic in Australian currency. It features the Australian coat of arms, a symbol that's both regal and deeply rooted in the country's identity. The intricate design on the reverse of the coin, which includes a kangaroo and an emu flanking a shield, speaks volumes about Australia's national identity. But this isn't the only design that would emerge for the 20-cent coin over the years. In 2008, a subtle yet impactful design change occurred. This change, though initially seeming like just another ordinary minting, would eventually prove to be a turning point in the history of Australian numismatics. Let's step back for a moment and examine the minting process. Australia's coins have always been produced in strict accordance with high standards at the Royal Australian Mint, located in Canberra. The minting of coins is a precise, controlled process with very specific guidelines governing the number of coins that are released into circulation each year. So, when the 2008 20-cent coin was produced, it was expected to follow this typical protocol. However, as is often the case in the world of numismatics, there was an anomaly, a rarity, that made the 2008 20-cent coin different from others. The 2008 coin series included a small batch of 20-cent coins that were inadvertently minted with a slight error. The error wasn't immediately noticeable to the naked eye, and most people who came into possession of these coins probably never thought twice about them. But as collectors began to closely examine the minting year, they noticed something striking. The 2008 20-cent coins, due to the error in the production process, were far rarer than expected. What made this error so intriguing? Well, this anomaly was a form of minting mistake that led to a smaller than usual release of 2008 20-cent coins. The Royal Australian Mint had originally planned to produce millions of these coins, but due to a specific production error, the number of coins that actually made it into circulation was drastically reduced. This reduction in the coin's availability immediately created a heightened interest among collectors. As with any collectible, scarcity breeds demand, and in this case, the scarcity of the 2008 20-cent coin catapulted it into the realm of rare and highly coveted pieces. Now, let's move forward to the present day. For those unfamiliar with the way coins gain value, it's important to understand that rarity is one of the primary factors in determining a coin's worth. In general, the more scarce a coin is, and the more demand there is for it among collectors, the higher its value will be. But the 2008 Australian 20-cent coin didn't just gain value because of its rarity. It also carried with it the weight of history. Over the years, collectors and numismatists began to recognize this coin as a significant piece in the broader context of Australian currency. As a result, the 2008 20-cent coin became an object of fascination, and its value began to rise steadily. While the value of any coin fluctuates depending on factors like condition, market trends, and demand, the 2008 Australian 20-cent coin is currently valued at an eye-watering amount. Yes, you heard that right. A single, well-preserved 2008 20-cent coin can now fetch a staggering $59,000 in the collector's market. The fact that this coin is worth so much is a testament to how rare it is, and how much collectors are willing to pay for a piece of history. But beyond just its monetary value, the coin also represents a fascinating chapter in the history of Australian currency. It highlights the unpredictable nature of numismatics and serves as a reminder that even the most seemingly ordinary coins can hold extraordinary value if they are linked to a rare occurrence. If you've ever come across a 2008 Australian 20-cent coin in your change, now might be the time to double-check it. Who knows? You might be holding on to a small piece of history that could make you a fortune. Now, as we continue to dive deeper into the details of this coin, you may be wondering, how can you ensure you've found a genuine 2008 20-cent coin that could potentially be worth $59,000? Well, let's explore that question next. But before we do, let's take a quick moment to appreciate just how lucky some collectors have been in finding this gem. It's not every day that a coin from your pocket could be worth such an astounding amount of money. Stay tuned as we reveal exactly how you can identify a rare 2008 20-cent coin, and perhaps even discover if you've got one in your own collection. If you've ever stumbled upon a coin in your change and wondered about its history or value, you're in the right place. But what if I told you that a seemingly ordinary coin, one you could have passed by in your wallet without a second thought, could be worth an astonishing amount of money? Today, we're going to dive deep into the story of the 1997 Mexican 5 Namibian dollars pesos 20-cent coin. It's a coin that, at first glance, may seem like any other, but it holds a unique place in the history of Mexican currency and the world of coin collecting. Let's start with the basics. Most of us are familiar with coins as everyday objects. They're currency, of course, and serve as a means of exchange in daily life. But the world of coin collecting, or numismatics, is a different beast altogether. In this world, even the most common coins can have incredible stories behind them, stories that make them worth far more than their face value. That's precisely what makes the 1997 Mexican 5 Namibian dollars pesos 20-cent coin so intriguing. It's a coin that many people may have used without ever realizing just how special it is. And to add a twist, it holds a value today that would make any coin collector's heart race. Before we delve into the coin's remarkable value, we need to understand its background. Let's go back to 1997, a year that marked a significant chapter in Mexico's history. By the mid-1990s, the country was undergoing profound economic changes, many of which were reflected in the way its currency was designed and produced. Mexico, like many other countries, was striving for a more modern, stable economy, and these aspirations were mirrored in the country's currency. In 1993, Mexico's government had introduced a series of new coins to replace older ones, as part of the country's move toward a more simplified and streamlined monetary system. The 1,997 Namibian dollars 5 pesos 20-cent coin was part of this new wave. This series of coins aimed to be more efficient, to incorporate modern technology in their design and production, and to highlight Mexico's rich cultural heritage. The new coins were meant to reflect both the past and future of the nation, something we'll explore further as we look at the design of the 1997 coin itself. At first glance, the 1,997 Namibian dollars 5 pesos coin might seem fairly standard. It features an image of the Mexican coat of arms, with an eagle perched atop a cactus, holding a snake in its beak. This image has a deep significance in Mexican culture, symbolizing the ancient legend of the founding of Tenochtitlan, the heart of the Aztec Empire. It's an image that connects the modern-day nation to its roots, a symbol of strength and resilience. The eagle and the cactus are iconic, not just in Mexico's national identity but in the very fabric of its history. But here's where things start to get interesting. The coin's design wasn't just about paying homage to the past. It was also meant to convey the progress of the country. In the case of the 1997 coin, the 20-cent denomination was not simply a practical piece of currency. It was also a subtle reflection of Mexico's economic shift. The coin was minted at a time when the country was still adjusting to the effects of the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, and transitioning away from a history of inflation and currency devaluation. The design was meant to symbolize both the stability of the peso and the country's ongoing modernization. But what truly makes the 1,997 Namibian dollars 5 pesos 20-cent coin fascinating to collectors is the unusual details surrounding its minting. Typically, coins are minted in large quantities, and the production process is highly controlled. However, for reasons that were never fully disclosed, a smaller number of these coins were actually produced compared to other years in the series. This unexpected scarcity, combined with the coin's unique design and historical significance, created the perfect storm for a numismatic treasure. To fully understand how this scarcity came about, let's take a closer look at the minting process. The 1997 Mexican 5 Namibian dollars pesos 20-cent coin was struck by the Casa de Moneda de Mexico, the official mint of the country. This facility has a long history, dating back to the Spanish colonial era, and it has produced some of Mexico's most iconic coins. The minting process in 1997 was generally routine, but the number of coins that ended up in circulation was lower than originally anticipated. A combination of production shifts, market fluctuations, and even changes in consumer demand meant that a reduced number of these coins were released into circulation. The result? A rarer coin than most collectors realized at the time. What makes this coin even more captivating is its material composition. Unlike many modern coins that are made with inexpensive, mass-produced alloys, the 1,997 Namibian dollars 5 pesos coin has a distinctive metallic blend. Its core is made from a copper-nickel alloy, while its outer ring is made from a copper-nickel alloy. This combination gives the coin a unique look and feel, with the outer ring exhibiting a slightly darker tone than the inner core. It's a physical characteristic that collectors often look for, as it serves as a tangible marker of authenticity. Now, let's fast forward to the present day, where this seemingly modest 20-cent coin has become an object of intense desire for coin collectors. While most people might still have a few 1997 Mexican 5 Namibian dollars pesos 20-cent coins tucked away in their change jars or old wallets, those who are familiar with the world of numismatics know just how much this coin is worth. If you're wondering just how valuable this seemingly simple piece of currency is, prepare to be amazed. In recent years, the 1,997 Namibian dollars 5 pesos 20-cent coin has reached an incredible market value of approximately $35,000. Yes, you heard that right, $35,000. It's a staggering amount for a coin that was once used as everyday currency. But as any seasoned collector knows, the value of a coin is determined by factors far beyond just its face value. In this case, the coin's rarity, historical significance, and unique characteristics have made it an incredibly valuable piece of numismatic history. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a coin that holds both historical and economic value. And because only a limited number of these coins were ever produced, the demand is higher than ever. But why has this coin achieved such impressive value? The rarity is, of course, the most significant factor. When there's a limited supply of a coin and high demand for it, its value skyrockets. And that's exactly what happened with the 1997 Mexican 5 Namibian dollars pesos 20-cent coin. Over the years, as more collectors have discovered its rarity and unique features, the price has steadily increased. The coin is seen not just as a piece of currency, but as a symbol of Mexico's evolving history, its cultural heritage, and its modern-day economy. So, how do you know if you have one of these rare, valuable coins in your collection? Well, identifying the 1,997 Namibian dollars 5 pesos coin is relatively easy if you know what to look for. First, make sure the coin has the correct design, featuring the Mexican coat of arms with the eagle, cactus, and snake. Then, check the edge and the metallic composition. If the coin feels slightly heavier or has a more distinct color compared to others, it could be the genuine article. It's also important to have your coin professionally graded if you want to get an accurate assessment of its value. But whether you're holding on to one of these coins already or you're just starting your numismatic journey, it's clear that the 1997 Mexican 5 Namibian dollars Pesos 20-cent coin is one of those hidden gems in the world of coin collecting. Its rarity, design, and incredible value make it a must-have for any serious collector. So, the next time you find yourself going through your spare change, take a moment to examine those coins carefully. You just might be holding on to something worth far more than you ever imagined. Imagine this: you're going through your spare change, and among the usual coins you come across something a bit different. It's a 50 Kuruş coin, shiny, with some intricate detail you might not expect. But what if I told you that this seemingly simple coin from Turkey could be worth a small fortune today? Yes, you heard that right. The 2009 Turkey 50 Kuruş coin, a coin that many may have casually spent, is now attracting attention in the world of coin collecting for all the right reasons. This is a coin with a fascinating history, a beautiful design, and an incredible rise in value that might just surprise you. Let's step back to the year 2009, a period when Turkey, a country straddling two continents, was on the verge of significant economic and cultural transformation. As the global economy was navigating through turbulence, Turkey, with its rich history and growing economy, was moving forward with modernization. The Turkish lira, already a crucial part of the country's identity, had undergone major changes in the past, and in 2009, the Turkish government was keen on creating currency that would not only reflect the nation's historical depth but also symbolize its future ambitions. Enter the 50 Kuruş coin, an important piece of this larger effort. The 50 Kuruş, which is a subunit of the Turkish lira, has long been an integral part of daily life in Turkey. The Kuruş coins were first introduced in the 1840s during the Ottoman Empire era and have had various forms since then. However, the 2009 version of the 50 Kuruş coin was part of a new generation of coins following the 2005 monetary reform, which saw the revaluation of the Turkish lira. After eliminating 6 zeros from the currency, the Turkish government issued new coins and notes, which were designed to maintain the country's cultural ties while embracing its future economic potential. The 2009 Turkey 50 Kuruş coin is more than just a means of exchange. It is a symbol of Turkey's economic resurgence after the devaluation of the lira in the late 20th century. At first glance, the coin may appear to be like any other, a small denomination of currency that has passed through millions of hands without drawing much attention. But as collectors have discovered over the years, there's something special about the 2009 50 Kuruş coin, something that makes it stand out in the world of numismatics. Looking at the design of the 2009 Turkey 50 Kuruş coin, it becomes clear why it's gained so much attention. On the obverse, we find the iconic portrait of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, the founder of the Turkish Republic, a revered figure in Turkish history. His image on the coin isn't just for artistic flair. It's a symbol of the nation's modern identity, as Atatürk's vision led to major reforms that shaped Turkey into the country we know today. His portrait, which has been used on Turkish currency for many decades, is a powerful representation of both the country's history and its aspirations for the future. The reverse of the 2009 50 Kuruş coin features an intricate design that immediately grabs your attention. The coin showcases a stylized motif of the number 50 prominently in the center, surrounded by beautiful geometric patterns and floral elements that pay tribute to Turkish art and culture. These elements are a nod to the country's rich heritage, showcasing the timeless beauty of Turkish craftsmanship. The design is modern yet pays homage to the intricate artistry that's been part of Turkish culture for centuries. What truly sets this coin apart, however, isn't just its design. It's the combination of historical importance, cultural significance, and its unique role in Turkey's monetary reform that makes the 2009 50 Kuruş coin so desirable. But as with many coins, there is one defining factor that has given this coin its status as a rare collectible: its rarity. The minting of the 2009 Turkey 50 Kuruş coin, though part of a larger series of coins produced in that year, was less abundant than many other coins from that era. Unlike higher denominations, which were produced in greater quantities to facilitate everyday transactions, the 50 Kuruş coin was minted in more limited numbers. The combination of a smaller circulation and the unique design of this specific year created the perfect recipe for rarity in the world of numismatics. Moreover, like many valuable coins, the 2009 50 Kuruş became even rarer due to its specific minting process. Coins that are struck with certain errors, whether in terms of misprints, incorrect die usage, or even slight variations in weight or size, tend to be valued more highly by collectors. In the case of the 2009 50 Kuruş, a small percentage of coins were struck with minor variations that made them even more desirable. These small production anomalies, while often difficult to spot for the casual observer, were noticed by keen-eyed collectors who immediately recognized the potential value of these pieces. Now, let's talk about the coin's value, because here's where things get really interesting. When the 2009 Turkey 50 Kuruş coin was initially issued, it was worth, of course, just 50 Kuruş, about 0.5 Turkish lira. A small denomination, suitable for everyday transactions, and certainly not something one would expect to fetch a high price in the collector's market. But over the years, as the coin's rarity became more evident, its value began to climb. Today, the 2009 Turkey 50 Kuruş coin is one of the most sought-after coins in the world of Turkish numismatics, with some specimens being valued at an astounding $28,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. A coin that once only had a value of 50 Kuruş is now commanding prices that can make any collector's jaw drop. The value of these coins has increased due to the scarcity of the 2009 issue, the errors found on certain coins, and, of course, the growing interest in Turkish numismatics as a whole. So, how did this coin's value skyrocket? It comes down to a combination of rarity, historical significance, and demand from collectors. As is often the case in the world of coin collecting, the rarer the coin, the higher its price. When you add in the cultural and historical importance of a coin that represents a moment in Turkey's modernization, its appeal becomes even stronger. For collectors and investors alike, this coin is more than just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of Turkey's national identity and economic progress. If you're wondering whether you might have one of these rare coins in your collection, it's important to know what to look for. A standard 2009 50 Kuruş coin might not be worth much. But if you come across one with slight imperfections, such as a misaligned strike or other noticeable minting anomalies, you could be holding on to a coin worth thousands. The key is to get the coin professionally graded by a reputable numismatic authority. A high-quality, error-free specimen with the right provenance could easily fetch up to $28,000 at auction.in. Conclusion: the 2009 Turkey 50 Kuruş coin is a fascinating piece of history, one that represents both the past and the future of Turkey. From its intricate design to its unique minting anomalies, this coin has become a shining example of how something small and seemingly insignificant can hold immense value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual observer, the story of the 2009 Turkey 50 Kuruş coin is a testament to the beauty and complexity of numismatics. It's a coin that reminds us that sometimes the most unexpected treasures are hiding right under our noses. So, the next time you find yourself going through your spare change, make sure to keep an eye out for this gem. You never know, you might just be holding on to a piece of history that could change your life. Imagine holding in your hand a piece of Italy's rich history, a coin that encapsulates not only the artistry and craftsmanship of one of Europe's most iconic nations, but also a tangible connection to the past. This coin, the 500 lire from Italy, might seem like just another piece of currency at first glance. But what if I told you that this seemingly ordinary coin holds a fascinating story and, to this day, commands a price of approximately $23,000 on the collector's market? A coin that, in its prime, circulated in everyday transactions, now exists as a rare and valuable collectible. How did this happen? Let's embark on an unforgettable journey into the world of numismatics and discover how the Italy 500 lire coin transformed from an everyday object to a coveted treasure. To begin, we need to set the stage. The 500 lire coin was first minted in Italy in 1951, and its issuance marked a significant chapter in the nation's post-war recovery and modernization. Italy, at the time, was still reeling from the aftermath of World War II, which had left its mark not just on the landscape but also on the economy. The country was in the midst of rebuilding, and there was a pressing need for new currency to reflect its growth and stability. The introduction of the 500 lire coin came at a time when Italy's currency system was undergoing major changes. The country had faced high inflation in the years following the war, and a new currency was necessary to instill confidence and restore economic order. This coin was meant to serve both as a practical means of exchange and as a symbol of Italy's renewed vitality. The 500 lire coin's introduction was part of a broader effort to modernize Italy's currency. The Italian lira, which had been in circulation for centuries, was undergoing a transition from a silver-based monetary system to one backed by modern, lightweight metals. As a result, the 500 lire coin was not made of silver, but instead of a copper-nickel alloy. This choice of material made the coin both durable and cost-effective to produce. At the time, 500 lire was a significant amount of money, worth more than a day's wage for many Italians, and so the coin had an important role in the everyday economy. But the 500 lire coin wasn't just about economic practicality. It was also a testament to Italy's storied cultural heritage. Like many coins around the world, the 500 lire was designed to feature the nation's symbols and icons, combining functionality with artistry. The coin was designed by the renowned Italian artist and engraver, Giovanni Caselli, who crafted a stunning visual representation of Italy's identity. The design of the 500 lire coin was meant to honor Italy's ancient history and cultural richness, while also reflecting the country's post-war optimism and progress. It was a coin that symbolized both the deep roots of Italian civilization and the modern era the country was entering. The obverse side of the 500 lire coin features a beautiful design depicting the figure of the goddess Roma, a powerful symbol of Rome's imperial past. Roma is shown seated, wearing a helmet and holding a sword, her presence on the coin embodying the glory of Italy's ancient roots. This figure is not just an image. It's a reminder of the grandiose empire that once ruled much of Europe and beyond. Roma has long been a central figure in Italian iconography, and her depiction on the 500 lire coin serves as a tribute to the cultural and historical weight that Italy carries with it. On the reverse side, we see a different, but equally symbolic design. The reverse features a depiction of the stylized design of a numeral 500, accompanied by the inscription lira. Around the numeral are olive branches, a symbol of peace and prosperity, which further ties the coin to the themes of rebirth and renewal that marked Italy's post-war period. The olive branch is one of Italy's oldest symbols and represents both peace and the country's agricultural heritage. Its presence on the 500 lire coin speaks to the central role agriculture plays in the Italian economy and culture. Together, these elements combine to make the 500 lire coin not just a piece of currency, but a work of art, a story of national pride, and a tangible link to Italy's ancient and modern legacies. While the 500 lire coin was initially released as part of a series of new coins, it wasn't long before it became clear that it was more than just a functional piece of currency. Collectors soon began to take notice of its intricate design and historical significance, and as time passed, the coin began to appreciate in value. Like all rare coins, the value of the 500 lire was determined by a combination of factors, including rarity, demand, and condition. Though the coin was widely circulated at the time, over the decades, many of them disappeared, either lost, damaged, or simply kept in private collections. The remaining examples, especially those in pristine condition, grew scarcer and scarcer, and the demand among collectors began to rise. But what truly set the 500 lire coin apart in terms of value was its connection to a specific period in Italian history. As a coin produced during the mid-20th century, it captured a unique moment in time when Italy was re-establishing itself as a strong independent nation following the war. The symbolism of Roma and the olive branch tied the coin to Italy's deep history, while the modern features of the coin connected it to the future. The 500 lire coin became a symbol of a nation that had overcome great adversity and was now moving toward a brighter future. The 500 lire coin also benefited from the global interest in Italian culture and history. Italy has long been one of the world's most beloved and influential countries, known for its art, history, and contributions to the world. The allure of Italian culture extended to its currency as well, and as the years went by, the 500 lire coin became a coveted item among collectors. Not only did the coin hold significant historical value, but it also embodied the aesthetic qualities of Italian craftsmanship, making it highly desirable among numismatists and art enthusiasts alike. Now, let's talk about the 500 lire coin's value today. When it was first introduced, it was worth 500 lire, which, as mentioned earlier, was a substantial sum in the post-war economy. However, over time, as the coin became increasingly scarce, its value began to rise. Today, a 500 lire coin from the 1950s or 1960s, especially those in excellent condition, can fetch around $23,000 at auction. This extraordinary value is the result of the coin's rarity, historical significance, and the growing demand among collectors who are keen to own a piece of Italy's numismatic history. But how do you know if you have one of these rare coins in your collection? Identifying a valuable 500 lire coin requires careful attention to detail. First, make sure the coin you have is from the 1950s or 1960s, as these are the years that tend to hold the highest value. Next, check the condition of the coin. Coins that are in pristine condition with little to no wear are the most valuable. If you come across a coin with any signs of heavy scratching, tarnishing, or damage, its value will likely be much lower. Coins that have been professionally graded are generally considered the most valuable, and getting your 500 lire coin certified by a reputable grading service is the best way to determine its true worth. In conclusion, the Italy 500 lire coin is more than just a piece of currency. It's a testament to Italy's enduring legacy, a symbol of national pride, and a tangible link to the past. Its beautiful design, rich history, and scarcity have all contributed to its rise in value, making it one of the most desirable coins in the world of numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting to explore the fascinating world of coins, the 500 lire coin is a treasure that holds immense value, both in monetary terms and as a piece of history. So, the next time you come across a coin from Italy, take a moment to appreciate the story it tells. You never know. You might just be holding on to a piece of history worth far more than you imagined. That wraps up our list of the top 5 most valuable coins in the world. From hidden treasures to historical masterpieces, these coins have truly made their mark on the numismatic world. If you enjoyed this journey through rare and valuable currency, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your fellow coin enthusiasts. Stay tuned for more fascinating stories and insights into the world of numismatics. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep searching. You never know what valuable coin you might come across next.